week off, and you need your work more than I do.
You're very sweet. Thank you.
Listen, Em.
Yeah?
Nothing. Just a bummer being out of work.
There's a little boy I was trying to place. 6 years old, multiracial kid. His parents just died in an airplane crash. He has such tremendous spirit. There's so many children who need loving homes.
People at the agency, they respect you. They care. They believe in the things you want. I bet, in an unofficial capacity, if you were to make a phone call every now and then, you could pretty much get what you want for those kids.
Sure, but it's not hands-on, and I need human contact. Chaz, what's the matter?
Chaz, what is it? Look, this is not a time to keep secrets from each other.
Sherry Rowan's secretary called. Yeah. Seems she's, Sherry Rowan, I mean, is coming to New York and wants you to call her.
When? Did she say where she was going to be?
The Sancerre.
Well, Jack, what am I going to say to her? She doesn't know anything about Richard and me. You saw the statement that she gave to the press.
Yeah, it's right here. Black and white. There was nothing extraordinary about the visit by Richard to the widow of his best friend.
You're going to have to tell her. Eventually. But
I know. This may sound ridiculous, but I'm afraid. I told you, Sherry, well, she can be unpredictable.
you don't have to see her alone. In fact, there should be witnesses present. I mean, Jill will want to be there. You get through it. More important than that, you don't have to do it now. Now you got to get yourself together.
But I've got to tell her before the grand jury.
Of course.
Oh, Jack, what if the papers get a hold of this?
It's a realistic concern.
There will be no leak from the police or the prosecution as long as Frank Ryan is DA.
Done? All right, good. Excellent. Betty, how you doing? See you back. Greetings.
Hello there.
Listen, your dad must be going nuts with this Emily Hall thing, huh?
Oh, well, the whole family is in shock, you know? I mean, not that they think that she did it or anything, but... Oh, and you know, Chaz is really suffering. I mean, he lives with her, so he's in the middle of it all.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I'll bet it must be extra tough for somebody from Dubuque, right?
Well... You know, actually, the whole story is really heartbreaking. They were in love for 8 years or something, right? I mean, she was married and her husband died, and this guy, Richard Rowan, right, who was her husband's best friend, he came there to pick up the pieces, and that's how it all started. He wanted to marry her, but because of his political career, he couldn't. I mean, he was married, he had kids, the whole thing. She decided she wanted to break it off, and do you know why? Because she was in love with my dad. Anyway, Chaz thinks that Richard Rowan wasn't about to take no for an answer. He called her up and wanted to see her to discuss things. She didn't want to. She didn't want to discuss anything with him, so she left the apartment. He got there, nobody was there.
Wasn't he found in the apartment?
Yeah, but I think he must have had a key or something. Actually, you know, the whole thing is just really dumb. I mean, anybody who knows Emily at all would know that she couldn't be a murderess. I mean, if they're looking for suspects, why don't they go to his political enemies or something? I mean, it could have been a terrorist assassination.
Yeah, right. Yeah, terrorist, yeah.
Anyway, leave me alone. I'm busy. I have stuff to do. I have a feature to write.
Tornado!
It did.
Look, Ben, you live here, and I want an explanation for all of this.
Why? sorry, Roger. It was her fault.
Now, don't you go accusing me of this.
You have been trying to cause trouble.
I don't need you to defend me, Megs.
Sir, if I might be permitted.
I want an explanation from Ben. Now, after all of this destruction,
It better be a good one.
That's all you people worry about. Well, don't bother about your precious little bank accounts, because I'll take care of it, all right?
Don't get smug with me, Ben. What you've done here is violate the sanctity of Maggie's and my house, and I want a responsible accounting.
If he tells you the truth, it'll be a first
Oh,
for him.
somebody put a gag in.
Shut up, both of you. I'm going to give you your explanation, Roger. Because everyone should know how treacherous this girl is.
And I hope you're going to include how treacherous you
I
were to me
came
when you
home
left
from
me.
work early today because Lizzie and I planned a little special time together. And when I got here, there were flowers all over the place and notes
Them dead
everywhere.
now.
And don't forget about the oysters and the vodka. We all
said,
know how
shut
much
up!
you like them.
How does she know about that?
Because she planted it. Like she was pretending to be Lizzie.
Just one of the notes?
Don't read it. It came from her perverted
Yes,
mind.
my love. It's time for...
Don't read that garbage.
You think it was garbage when you thought Lizzie wrote it.
Wait, is that the intent of all this? That Lizzie was supposed to come home and find the two of you in flagrante delicto?
She's sick. She won't get it through her thick head that I don't care if she lives or dies.
You won't get it through your thick head that a person doesn't stop loving someone just because that person stops loving them. And if I'm crazy, it ain't my fault. If I do these things, it ain't malicious.